It's the Sin City Cyndaquils and the Unbridled Nightmares versus the Charming Charmeleons and the Sassy Sylveons. Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League, everyone. It is week number 5, or match number 5 between all our teams, and this is a special week because it is team battles. As we see, both teams have 2 Pokemon to choose from, and Keldeo on the Nightmares, I'm gonna have to keep this together, starts off with an Electro Web, does a bit of damage to both Mew and Entei, and lowers their speed. Jirachi now for the Cyndaquils is gonna go, and Jirachi goes for a Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak on the Entei, that doing a little bit of damage. Entei looks like it's taking the most damage out of everyone. Entei, of course, getting to go. And it goes for Gear Grind Entei on the Charmeleons. Gear Grind is going to be not very effective on the Keldeo. So not the best move to use against that Pokemon. And Keldeo takes it with ease. Mew last to go. Actually, the slowest Pokemon on the field. That's surprising. And it's a Core Enforcer. Mew, of course, for the Sassy Sylveons. It's going to hit both parties on the other side of the field, doing a decent amount of damage. Keldeo actually approaching the halfway mark. And here we go, Keldeo. It's gonna start us off with a Skull Bash. Interesting, so it's gonna lower its head, raise its defenses, and it's gonna land a pretty strong hit in the next turn. There goes Jirachi. Jirachi now going for the Shell Smash. It's gonna lower its defenses, which is probably okay for it, being a Steel type. It resists a lot of things. And it's gonna raise its attack stats. So watch out for the Jirachi. It can hit hard. Entei now going next. So it looks like just a bit of a setup turn for the Cyndaquils and Nightmares. Charmeleons and Sylveons going. There goes the Searing Shot. Oh, it was super effective against the Jirachi. Probably should not have dropped its defenses. Not very effective against the Keldeo, but still a good amount of damage. There goes the Sludge Bomb from the Mew. That's against the Keldeo, taking a lot of damage. The Charmeleons and Sylveons really coming out strong in that turn. And you notice they really focus on using moves that hit both Pokemon on the other side of the field, and that's giving them a leg up here. If you enjoy these battles, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Of course, special thanks to my patrons for supporting the channel through Patreon. We appreciate it very much. The first Pokemon down is that Jirachi. There goes the Skull Bash. Entei taking a big hit. It's in the yellow now. Here comes Mew. Mew going for an Eerie Spell. That's super effective against Keldeo, and it goes down. Both Pokemon for the Cyndaquils and Nightmares go down immediately. Well, not immediately, but at the same time. And now the Charmeleons and the Sylveons have a 2 Pokemon lead. Interesting. So there's going to be Eternatus coming out for the Nightmares, while the Cyndaquils is going to send out their Regieleki. They've really got to take out these 2 Pokemon, Mew and Entei. I mean, they're both in the yellow. It's possible, but it's 4 Pokemon versus 2 right now. Here we go, Regieleki. Regieleki goes for a Blaze Kick against Mew, hopefully. It is against Mew. Does a decent amount of damage. Mew approaching the danger zone. Now here comes the Eternatus with the Vine Whip. That's against Mew as well. They're focusing on Mew. Mew in the red. Here we go. Mew now with a Milk Drink. Perfect move for the Sylveons to use there as Mew heals itself back up. Oh, this might be a hard fight for the Cyndaquils and Nightmares. I don't know if they're going to get past it. Here we go. There goes the Entei with a Scale Shot. Scale Shot against the Regieleki, doing a little bit of damage. I don't know if that's worth the defense drop that Entei gets for it, but it does get a speed boost as well. And here we go. Regieleki starting things off. It goes for a Sheer Cold. Will it hit? It actually hits. It's a one-hit KO. It's against the Mew. Regieleki said, forget your Milk Drink, forget your health boost. I'll just take you out in one hit, and the Mew's down. One hit KO. As Eternatus sets up a future sight, it's gonna hit that Entei in the future. Entei now going for a Mega Kick. Mega Kick doing actually a decent amount to the Eternatus, but Eternatus still has a lot of health left. Sylveons have to move on to their last Pokemon now, and it's the Uxie. There we go, Regieleki on the Cyndaquil's going, and it's gonna go for a Misty Explosion. That's a bad look. That's gonna leave the Nightmares alone, also damaging their Eternatus. And it doesn't even take out the other Pokemon. Uxie takes that with ease. Entei barely taking any damage. It's gonna eat a berry here, raising its defense after that move. And now Eternatus goes for a Prismatic Laser. Eternatus has 3 Pokemon to take out. The Prismatic Laser, though, does take out the Entei. Nightmares are all by themselves out here. And so now there's a Meteor Mash from the Uxie. Meteor Mash doing a good amount of damage, and Eternatus is at half health. The downside to that Misty Explosion is Eternatus being by itself has to take hits from both Pokemon on the other 2 teams. There goes Thundurus out for the Charmeleons. And here we go, Eternatus has to recharge, so was the Prismatic Laser worth it? It did take out a Pokemon, but they have to recharge, and Thundurus goes for the Taunt. Oh, that might just end the battle, as Taunt is gonna cause Eternatus to struggle, doing damage to itself. There goes the Uxie with the Shell Smash. Second time we've seen that tonight. Shell Smash, of course, lowering its defenses, raising up its attack stats. There we go. There goes the Future Sight. Forgot about that. So it does still get to attack. That does a ton of damage. Thundurus in the yellow. Can Eternatus pull this off? Has to break out of that taunt, though. There goes the Uxie. Uxie going for a Drill Peck. Drill Peck. Oh, that's a big hit. Eternatus gonna have to struggle. It struggles against the Thundurus, which has the most damage done to her, but takes itself out with that. And that's the end of the match. Excellent, excellent job by the Charmeleons and Sylveons to come out with that win. They started off the match using those moves that hits both sides, or not both sides, but both Pokemon on the other side of the field, which was an excellent tactic, and then just had staying power with their Pokemon. Of course, the biggest blunder goes to the Cyndaquils with their Misty Explosion. That was a really bad choice and unfortunately cost them the match. I hope you guys enjoyed this match, and stay tuned for the rest of week number 5, or round 5, I should say, of the Metronome Madness League, because there are more team battles to come. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.